Hello, I want to say a few words today about natural leadership and to just mention a few points today as far as being a natural leader is concerned. And for many people, when they think of the word leader, it conjures up pictures of a leader of a large organisation, for instance. But as we all know, there are various forms of leadership, and today I want to speak about natural leadership and the various aspects of that, so that we can put these aspects in the context of our personal development, and we can come to see ourselves in a multi-dimensional way, because in a sense we are all natural leaders. And today I want to speak about that natural leadership. And my opinion is that leadership is born rather than made, although one can upgrade our gifts and our abilities to lead, but our innate ability to lead is already there, and we already have that foundation laid. And what we need to do sometimes in order to trigger these leadership abilities is to understand that they are already within us, and that we have been placed in our own sphere of leadership wherever we are, whether that's a leadership position within a family, or within a community, or within an organisation, or within our own life, because we need to have leadership and authority over our own life in order to lead it forward in terms of our purpose. And so today I want to mention a few of the attributes, if you will, of a natural leader, and I'm sure that you can think of many others yourself, which you may like to take into account when you consider your own leadership abilities and whether those are being fostered in your own life, or whether there is more personal development that needs to be done as far as your own leadership abilities are concerned. And one of the keys of a true leader is the ability to manage, if you like, other people and situations appropriately. And in order to do that, we need to have a sense of authority over our own life. In other words, to have life mastery, and also a certain degree of authority as far as putting that life in the context of the bigger picture, in the context of us being in community, and as far as the global scape is concerned as well. So having leadership qualities means that we also have a sense of our own personal power and authority in any given situation, and therefore we're able to manage that authority assertively. And that authority doesn't necessarily mean having authority over others, but merely our position in that situation. And a natural leader will naturally expound their leadership qualities, and they do not need to have control and mastership over other people and other situations, but rather they lead through example. And so their very being is an example to other people. They do not need to foist their opinions and their abilities on other people, but rather they lead through example. And many of the great leaders that we've known in this world have led through example, and not necessarily from a formal linear contract, but they have led inspirationally from their example, from who they are intrinsically within. And we can do that as well within our families, within our life, within our community, within the organisations that we are connected with. We can lead through example, because our very presence within a situation will affect that situation energetically. And so leadership, true leadership, is a natural outcome of knowing that we have leadership abilities and that we are effective merely through our presence and our example. And another key to a leader is that they will put the needs of those around them and those in their sphere of influence, they will put those needs first. They will take into account those needs, and they will naturally use those skills and abilities that they have in order to support the needs of others, but also in order to support the development of those who are in their charge. Therefore, they will use wisdom, they will use knowledge, they will use understanding in order to support and to develop those around them and the responsibilities that they have been given. And our primary responsibility is towards our purpose for being here. And therefore our gifts, our abilities and our talents are to be used in service towards that purpose that we have been given. And this is the reason why we've been given our gifts and our talents and our abilities. And when we use those abilities appropriately, more is given from the divine. And the same is true of the leadership qualities that we've been given. When we use those leadership qualities appropriately, more is given, and we have more talents and abilities that are given to us. So key when thinking about leadership in any form is that a true leader will have mastership over themselves and their lives, and they will also have the ability to lead through example, and they will also have the ability to be able to be an example as far as supporting other people's growth, development, and their ability also to be a leader in the future. And so a true leader creates more leaders in the world. As always, stay safe and very happy. Bye-bye.